Hello everyone, Civ Extraordinaire here, coming back with another Civ video. This time I'm playing as the Gaul, and I have a new mic that I'm testing out. So the audio should be a bit better this time. And I just wanted to do some Gaul gameplay. Give some feedback on the new improvements to the Gaul. This looks like a good spot. I think I'll send my, start building a scout, and then send the Gaisete out to get a few tribal huts if I can find any. I'm also playing with the Latin American resource pack, so there will be some new resources. We have one here, the coca plant, which provides faith, and I believe extra culture when improved. I'm not too sure about that. Looks like we have a few geothermal fissures, so we should be good on science. We're also looking for strategic resources, however, we do not have any revealed yet, as we need to unlock horses first. And then we can research iron later. I also have the strategic resource remover mod, as well as the luxury resource remover mod. So if they are blocking campuses, or specific yields for my oppidum when I place them later, like right here, I will be able to remove them so I can maximize some of my yields. I should probably also note that I am playing on King difficulty, so this shouldn't be too hard of a match. I'm mainly just trying to show off city light city building, so I'm not looking for too much of a challenge here. Found our first city-state, and we have our first governor. Alright, I'm going to quickly switch to mining so I can pump out that mine on the grassland hill tile and get a 2 food, 2 production yield so that I can start growing my pops more. Shouldn't be too hard hit for growth. I have some pretty good tile yields here, but just in case I start growing rapidly or I want to focus on food, I have that extra 2 production tile to work.
John Curtin, I speak for the people of Australia as their Prime Minister. We seek sympathetic allies in the fight against the hawks of war.
So we've met John Curtin. He says he's against the Hawks of War, but he also happens to be one of the biggest warmongers and one of the biggest dicks in this game. So we should see just how peaceful he will be very shortly. We do have some space between our civilizations, but he will close that very quickly, as you will see. John Curtin gets a boost to coasts as well, so he may have a preference to settle whatever coast he's close to. But I have no doubt that he's going to try to fuck things up for us, so this should be fun.
It is not wisdom, it is not...
And by fun, I mean extremely frustrating. Thankfully, we do have some city-states here, so that should hinder his expanse. But I do know that the AI, particularly in this patch, they love to start conquering city-states early. So the sooner we crank out our oppidum for defense, the better. And then I should crank out mining soon. I think I'm going to go for an early settler to try to contest that land to the west. And I should have enough gold by that time. It's looking like we're not going to have too many spots for horses. I can see one maybe here, and maybe here, but we do not have that much flat land, it looks like, which is fine, because the Gauls do benefit from mines. The only problem is that I cannot place districts, or urban districts at least, with this mod City Lights right next to the city center, so that may be a bit of a problem. We'll see just how the strategic resource placement turns out. Also, my fan is kind of in the background. I'm trying to readjust the audio. I'm playing around with it a bit, so I hope you can't hear that. If you do, please let me know. We really have a lot of geothermal fissures, so this should be a great game for science production. However, we are not seeing that many barbarians. So, with that in mind, I think I'm going to move my Gaisate back so I can crank out an early settler. Okay, we should have enough gold by then. We might not actually. I'm going to switch to a monument just in case. Because if we pump out our settler then, we're just wasting production. Okay. I'm not going to waste sending my scout over there. They've probably already discovered some goodie huts, so I'm going to map this area over here.
Jag är Kristina, Sveriges drottning. Patron av konst och litteratur. Hälsar jag en annan kunskapsälskande person?
Okay, we've encountered Christina. Which
When you
reminds me,
find yourself
okay, she's to the north. There's no fresh water, so she shouldn't be contesting this. But she's fairly, at least from my experience playing with her, she is fairly nicer than some of the other AI, like Mr. Curtin over here. Oh, and then there's our culture bomb ability. But she should not be contesting us nearly as much as Curtin will, as you will see in a few moments. Okay. Delegation is always a good sign. I don't think John Curtin has sent us one. No, he's not declaring friendship, so that was a bit of a worrying sign. Let me just see the malices real quick. Okay. The AI is usually pretty dedicated, so if he decides that he wants to go to war, there's usually no stopping or preventing that.
I thought clay must feel happy in the good potter's hand.
I think I'm also going to improve this for the extra culture. And then to get one more hammer, or cog in this case. And we've met Menelik. He's a really good voice actor. Yeah, we are kind of we're being put fairly close to some of these other civs. I don't think Sweden will be too much of a worry because they rarely settle non-water locations. And by water, I mean like extra housing. So I think I'm going to send my settler right here, or maybe right here. And then I'm definitely going to nail down this location. And if worst case scenario, if they do send an early settle, I'll just crank out some Gaisate. And I should be fine from there.
Mátyás vagyok. Én vagyok Magyarországnak királya. Ellenségim ostora, az igaz híveknek védelmezője. Üdvözöllek.
Alright, wow, we're meeting everyone. This is Matyas. I don't think he is as aggressive as Curtin, but he is definitely a military-oriented civ with a few bonuses to rivers, so this should be interesting. Okay, that's a good sign. Things can still sour very quickly, so I'm just glad that I do have my Gaisate. They are a fairly good early unit, and you do get culture thanks to Ambiorix's ability, which should help. There's another civ right here, which should help with expanding borders further. can see he's already pumped out a few farms. This looks to be either Egypt or Nubia. I'm not too sure, I can't make that out. It looks like dark brown and light brown. Yeah, we are really close to some of these civs. Amanitore.
نوبيا جوانان ملكالينا أفرياكا مرحبا لوكو جبلوكو ترفرا هيلتون أونامنا.
Alright, this stone will be a good tile. Hopefully Amanitore and John Curtin fight themselves soon. Amanitore should have the advantage, but you have to remember
Every nation lives by
that Curtin does get a defensive production bonus for the first 10 turns. It used to be 30 turns, but that was way too strong, so they nerfed it. But it is still a significant bonus, which is why you should always wait for him to declare war on you first, even if he does forward settle you. Because that bonus, especially when you don't have a lot of early units out and he's warmongering, can be very destructive. Okay, and we're also going to get the settler promotion for Magnus, and then we can go for a society afterwards. But the reason we're doing this is because settlers trained in the city, and we're not too strong on food. Settlers trained in the city won't cost population, so we should be able to pump out a few more settlers. Okay, this is not good. Okay, I'm gonna get a slinger if I can afford it. And then start hammering these guys really hard. This horse archer shouldn't prove too much of a threat. The terrain, scout. The terrain is very limited here, so he should not be able to move around too much.
Writing means sharing.
And I believe we do have a bonus against ranged combat. Not too sure. Okay, I'm gonna try to reveal horses next. They also can't take our capital, so this shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay, and John Curtin has sent a settler there. Okay.
Let me ask leave then, to pay a tribute.
Alright, we have Matterhorn. And with that, I think I'm going to invest a 20% growth bonus. I said we'd be going for societies, but I want to get that growth bonus really quickly so we can start sending trade routes as soon as possible. And that's kind of also because not just the food bonus, I'm going to switch this to Gaisete, but also because it's going to enable us to move faster through these hills, and that will be especially important to get troops to the front line if John Curtin decides to attack, or if Menelik decides to launch an attack.
Skill without imagination.
Okay, Christina's probably going to settle Matterhorn, which isn't too much of a concern. This horse archer shouldn't catch up to us, though. Also, she has a pretty shitty start, so that's fairly good. Once she builds her bibliothèque, it can be really hard to keep up with her in culture. So, the more hindered she is, the better. Okay, we finally found a tribal hut. In the next location... Okay, that's pretty contested. The next location probably would be a good idea to settle here.
I am fond of pigs.
Alright, and now we can enter our city. I think I'm gonna go for astrology, since we already have a pretty good unit in the Gaisetai. Right, I was hoping for the one that gives you a free settler, but it looks like I'm not going to get that opportunity. I don't know if I'm going to take the builder. I don't know if I can escort him over there. And I don't have that many quarries either. I think I'll take culture from rainforests. Okay. He's already made his move. That's not too big of a problem. I couldn't get a settler up there anyway. So that shouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna get this kill with the slinger, because I want that bronze and archery boost. Alright. Let me send this guy over here and try to see where their camp is. There's also a goodie hut. Okay, and we have a useless scout. Wonderful.
Bravery?
I think anything except a scout would be good. I'm just going to set him to auto-explore. I don't really care what happens to him. I've already explored most of my useful territory. The city-state must sense a camp nearby, which is why they're sending all these units out. There's also another city-state right here, so I'm really blocked for expansion. I might need to take one of these guys out, unfortunately. Okay. It's either going to be Rapa Nui or Armagh. I'm usually not this surrounded by city-states, nor civs, so this is kind of a packed game. Yeah, this might be a bit of a tall game. Trying to think. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna go. Alright, I'll just pop this down and try to get some production.
I don't believe in mysticism. Is that?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this game. I might end up resetting it. We're kind of locked in here, which is a really big problem. And Sweden's right here. We're really packed in like a can of sardines. And there's a ton of free space for the AI right here, but they'll undoubtedly forward settle me more. But it's kind of hard to break out when you're trapped in like this. We have founded Alesia, which should be a good frontier. Alright. There's not too many good hills here. I think I'm going to go for the monument. I need that extra tile expansion, as well as loyalty, if they place any cities near me. We're looking really good. We do have a golden age, so that should be good. At least it'll allow us to keep a few of our cities, in case the AI really starts to go out of control with their population. Ethiopia, and specifically, and I believe as well as the Manitore, they can get some pretty big pops. I think Pachacuti is definitely. He's not in this game, I don't think, but he is really good at placing down terrace farms and boosting his population. Good granary. Okay. This is really good. Look how close they are right next to each other. They should be having loyalty pressure. Somewhat, and if they aren't, they're going to be fighting each other very, very soon. I'm also friendly with Curtin, which is great, which means he's probably going to think about attacking Manitore, and hopefully she takes this city, and then they like stagnate, because once Curtin is down a city, it's usually pretty hard for him to come back up. He's also pressured in. He's cornered right here, so they should really be fighting fairly soon. I think my favorite thing about the Gaul is that you'll see here is that you can really quickly acquire territory with those mines, as well as getting a culture boost. So you should have some really big
May the
cities
forces of
very
evil.
soon, very quickly once you're building these mines. Look at that, beautiful. It's unfortunate you can't take tiles with the mines, but they are pretty spammable, which is great for claiming all those juicy yields.
Look back over the path.
Okay, I'm gonna send us. Let me see here. I'll actually send the trader here to Alicia to get some food next turn, and then I think I might do Minerva, which gives me an extra economic, or yes, economic card. Okay. Everyone is going to denounce us for being Void Singers, which is expected. Alright, we should be cranking out some Opidoom pretty soon. And he wants open borders. I'm going to say no because I don't want him forward settling. I don't even know why I still have the scout. It's fairly useless. There's like nowhere else for me to explore. And there's Sweden. Okay, these are some good yields. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish off the ancient era and then I'll call it a day. I might reset, I'm not too certain yet. I'll let you guys decide on that.
إركيني وسخلوجو مداهين إلمي أردنجا حاجة جونموني.
Alright, she doesn't like us because we don't have that many districts. We will soon with the Opidoom, but we're just holding off a bit. It's not like she's a valuable ally anyway. She should be getting into a few wars with Curtin soon, so I don't want to become too friendly with her too soon. Alright, I'm just going to sacrifice the scout. It's not worth the hassle.
I'm also in a strong economy.
Also, I really hate this color. Oh, Ethiopia is fighting Hungary, but I just despise this color. It's almost as bad as the Netherlands double orange color, but not quite. There's at least some distinction. One of the Netherlands jerseys, you'll know this if you play like Scythia and force them to switch to one of their alternate jerseys, is it's just this orange blob, and it's quite disgusting. Alright. Pingala should help with some of this science generation. And this early golden age will be really nice. I also see a potential canal city right here. If this leads somewhere, it looks like it's just another lake. No, that's coast. But, I mean, potentially you could do it like a huge canal network here. I don't think the AI is going to do that. But that would be cool to see. Okay, I think that's a nice Eureka. I'm not too sure what that was for. I'll have to double check. And here's our second batch. Actually, I forgot to purchase a guy. Uh-oh. Okay. Alright, I think I can sneak this guy down over here. Hopefully he goes unnoticed. And then I'm gonna sneak in a holy site here. Yes, I think so. Okay. Maybe. Yes. Okay. Okay, now she suddenly likes us. I think that's because we have some mines going up. Okay. Who settled the city? Hubert, I think. Okay, he settled Gallant, so they're fighting out here. That's good for me. And then I think I'm done exploring with this guy. Just get back to him and cancel that action. We should find a few more goody huts down here. Okay, she doesn't like us now. Interesting. Very, very bipolar today. And of course, my unit was captured by barbarians. Alright. I think I'm going to call this the end of the episode. I might go back and replay that turn. That was kind of embarrassing. I should have been paying attention. I'm not a big fan of this start anyway. So if you guys want me to continue playing this start, let me know, or else I can re-roll or play a different civ. I kind of just wanted to show how quickly you could claim territory with the Gaul's mines and really pressure the AI. This wasn't too good of a start since we have a bunch of mountains cutting us off, which can be a good case for civs like Greece or the Inca, where they can maximize their yields with the Acropolis or like the terrace farms. But the Gaul are usually just a fan of hills with little mountains, little to no mountains, so it is what it is. But if you guys want me to see me continue playing this round, please let me know. And if not, also let me know. I should get an episode out tomorrow, or if not, it'll be either a continuation of this Let's Play or a review, I think, of the Babylon trailer they're releasing tomorrow. Either tomorrow or Tuesday. I'll let you guys know tomorrow. But thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And let me know how my new mic sounds. And that should be it.